Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review, and for discussion in this video, we'll be discussing the 1987 animated film G.I. Joe the movie. And at the time, I was a big fan of the G.I. Joe cartoon series. So when the movie came out in 1987, I thought, hey, this would be cool, and it was relatively cool. For me, as a uh, fan of the series. For a lot of the cartoon series from the 80s, you didn't have was really a 3 minute toy commercial. You had He-Man, you had Transformers, you even had Rambo for a while, a cartoon based on Rambo movies, and of course G.I. Joe is no exception. Because in the 80s, they transformed the G.I. Joe dolls from just regular soldiers, like a 6 inch soldier doll, to more like a Star Wars action figure size dolls by the time you hit the early 80s. And then, of course, they made a cartoon series, which that first you had two miniseries. They had one in 1983 with Mass Device. 1984, a year later, they had the Revenge of Cobra series, which had, of course, the Red Dominator in it. And then, of course, by 1985, you have the regular. It got an okay to have a syndicated animated weekday afternoon television series. The story with the Pyramid of Darkness, and then you had regular episodes. Some of them were two porters. Not all of them, but some of them were. And of course, you also had just regular half-hour, one-part episodes. And the series became popular enough that even after changing the storylines for the second season, because they had a new leader in Serpentor, uh, which was created by the DNA of past soldiers. Then you had after the success of the Transformers movie, which came out in 1986, which was produced, both toy lines were supported by the same toy company, which was Hasbro. They decided to do a feature of G.I. Joe. While the G.I. Joe movie starts off with Serpentor or Cobra Base being invaded by, the, by this by this intruder who goes into Serpentor's lair and tells her, hey, you have to steal this BE, the broadcast energy transmitter from G.I. Joe. And of course, at first they tried to do, and which they did eventually get it from G.I. Joe in the film. And the reason why they wanted it, or why Serpentor was told to get it, was that he was eventually told to go to where where the main headquarters of Cobra was. It happened to be in the Himalayas, and it was called Cobra, which was the real power line behind G.I. Joe. I mean, not G.I. Joe, I mean, behind Cobra was this snake people race called Cobra, which I know there was a lot of nitpicking that could go on with why they wanted the BAT, because they believed that they wanted genetic manipulation was the next thing, and they wanted to take the Earth back. And they used to rule the planet Earth for like thousands of years until the Ice Age came, and then the human race, the new species called humans, so taking over the Earth and they ruled the Earth and everything else. So the Snake people want to get Earth to rule the planet Earth again. And to do that was they wanted to kill off the entire human race by these seed pods. And of course, the mutation seed pod thing. And turn the human race to mindless monsters. And while Cobra Commander led practically most of the Cobra forces to the hidden fortress of Cobra, Galapagos, who was the actual leader of Cobra, and of course the virtual leader of Cobra, held Cobra Commander on trial for failure and for being a traitor, because it created uh, Serpentor to get rid of Cobra Commander because he failed too many. He was defeated by G.I. Joe so many times that Galapagos had enough and sent this like this beam or the seed dream thing to Dr. Mindbender, who created Serpentor. So he decided to put Cobra Commander on trial, and of course what happened was Cobra Commander became the first victim to see changed by the spores. And he became a monster and eventually a snake from these parts, and it was really horrific to see that. And you actually, even though Cobra Commander was the original villain and the original leader of Cobra, and of course the villain throughout most of the series, you felt bad for Cobra Commander because of that. But you do understand why it happened, but you also had to see the effect of the spores on somebody, and they sacrificed Cobra Commander for that. Uh, and of course, throughout the series, he said, "I was once a man, a man." Throughout the whole the rest of the movie, until of course eventually became this freak. And of course, surprisingly, he was the one who helped G.I. Joe win at the end. Because he got so pissed off, fuck these guys, I've been trying to help them. I was picked to be the leader of this thing, and I got screwed because I lost G.I. Joe too many times. So he got screwed by his own people, pretty much. So he screwed them back. But the main focus not only was on Corporal, but also the main focus was actually on Duke's brother, who was Lieutenant Falcon, who was voiced by Don Johnson. I should also mention that Galapagos, the real leader of Cobra and real force behind Cobra, was voiced by Burgess Meredith. And Burgess Meredith was terrific in this thing. And it was not the first time he voiced an animated character, by the way. He provided the voice of Puff the Magic Dragon in three different animated specials, which I haven't decided whether they're doing or not. So it's not the first time that Burgess Meredith did voice work on a cartoon. So anyway, because Falcon was a goof off, and after Cobra broke in to the G.I. Joe base and freed Serpentor, because Serpentor was captured on the original raid on the BET for Cobra to steal the BET. Don Johnson on Lieutenant Falcon, he wasn't asleep at the wheel, but he didn't keep going. And then learning by that Cobra was breaking in to free Serpentor. So a couple of Joes got hurt, like Gung Ho, Bazooka, and I think Alpine. They got hurt, severely injured in this escape attempt. So Duke decided to put Falcon into the slaughterhouse, and he got trained by Sergeant Slaughter. But of course, those who don't know, Sergeant Slaughter was actually a wrestler. And during the second season of the G.I. Joe animated series, he became a recurring character. And then eventually, after when G.I. Joe cartoon ended, he went back to being a wrestler and became a Mackie heel. And that's a whole different topic for a whole different thing. So after Falcon went to train with Sergeant Slaughter, they had another encounter with Cobra or Cobra. And of course, throughout the movie, you had the rest of the movie, you had Serpentor yell Cobra la, which of course became annoying. It was one thing for them to yell Cobra, close enough. But they had the la part of it, goes la la la. And after a while, the first time he did it, it was weird, and then it became annoying after that. Which of course became annoying. Duke had a confrontation with Serpentor. He had a big one-on-one fist fight, and Serpentor took a snake from his costume. He said, "Die, you scum!" And the snake went through his heart, and of course, Duke passed. Instead of dying, Duke went into a coma, and then inspired Falcon to go to his bed. But unfortunately, that incident happened too early. They're not too late. I mean, too late in the story. It should have happened before Falcon got into training with Sergeant Slaughter. It should have happened before then. But that's where they place it in the story. Uh, so of course, when they had the big battle at the end of the movie, of course, I don't know how, and there's one thing that none of these other critics of this movie didn't mention, was that how did Serpentor know that Falcon was Duke's brother or half brother? I don't know about that deal. Uh, so what happened was they had first they got first your brother. Now I'm going to kill get you. I'm going to kill you. First they killed your brother. First they bumped off your brother. Now I'm going to bump you off. And it's very honorable that you want to defend your brother. But now you're going to face the same fate as he had. But unfortunately, Lieutenant Falcon does. I know, spoiler. He does save the day, and he also does save the he destroyed the BET, and all the spores didn't get hit by the energy, and they were exploded in the atmosphere. Of course, the one thing, not only on the various plot points in this film, but also one particular plot that most people focus on was that one of the newer characters, Jinx. I don't know who voiced her, but I thought she was kind of hot. It was the first new uh, G.I. Joe woman, or woman character working for G.I. Joe that was introduced since Lady J was introduced. Uh, so for me, for G.I. Joe, you always had that debate who was the hottest G.I. Joe woman. You had Scarlet, who was the original Babe, you had CoverGirl, and then of course eventually you had Lady J. I think it was really a debate between Lady J and Scarlet. Because I think Lady J was in more episodes than Scarlet was, or CoverGirl. But now you have this new hot babe, and Jinx, and she messed up her line at the end of the film. So, and look up in the sky. The sea, the pods, the mutation pods, are burning up in space. What she should have said was the mutation seed pods, the seeds are burning up in orbit. What she should have said was the seed pods are burning up in space. Because the BET would give the pods enough heat so they wouldn't burn up in the atmosphere. Because the BET went, they were burning up in the atmosphere. So it's kind of a messed up line there. But that's enough for a movie. I thought it was a very, very good movie, but unfortunately, I thought it would have been great if this storyline continued into a possible third season of the G.I. Joe cartoon. Fortunately, it didn't happen. And I was looking forward to seeing these particular characters, or the new G.I. Joe recruits, not just Jinx and Falcon. But those was there was like about 5 new characters. Plus, you also had a group of rejects that Sergeant Slaughter was training. You also have about like 3 or 4 new characters in there. One that used to be a former Cobra agent. Those characters would have been cool to see him in the new season being trained by the older, more established characters in G.I. Joe like Shipwreck or Beachhead continually training them, or Bazooka or Gung Ho or some of the older characters training the new younger guys. Then would have been interesting to see for the new season, for the third season, or see Galapagos in there, or see more adventures with Serpentor. As if they didn't decide to kill Serpentor off in the next season, or they didn't come off in the movie. I think they might have killed him off in the movie. Um, I think they pretty much killed off Cobra in the film. So to me, I mean, the way the film ended, it looks like they pretty much killed off Cobra and they destroyed, uh, the Cobra Lab base. One thing they should have done was they should have dropped after they had won the battle, was to drop a bomb or an atom bomb or a nuclear bomb um, on the Cobra Lab front. That's to blow the whole damn thing up, so we won't have to worry about Cobra ever again. Um, that's pretty much how the original film had ended. But or the way it should have ended was G.I. Joe dropping a bomb on where the base was, so that they could never have to worry about Cobra. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. They just celebrated that they defeated Cobra, and defeated the rotation spore scheme, and of course Duke was going to be okay, and that's pretty much how it's going to end. And unfortunately, I think Duke should have died much earlier in the film. But unfortunately, you never knew if he was going to be okay or not, because Doc, uh, the Doc character, the meta character, says, "Hey, you just got word from headquarters. Duke is going to be okay. Duke is out of his coma. It's going to be okay." But he never actually saw that. And the thing is supposed to be implied that he actually had supposed to have died, and then they wrote that. Not only they recorded that line, saying that Duke is going to be okay. But you never saw him actually being okay. You never seen that. Uh, which, you know, if Duke was going to be really okay, or to have that scene at the end where he thanked Falcon for, congratulate Falcon for being, now you could be a real G.I. Joe, you could really take over G.I. Joe for me. Because then to say, oh, he's going to retire, or that he's going to take test duty now, uh, or maybe become a training officer for the new recruits or something. But unfortunately, that didn't happen because he never had a third season. But I think like a year or two later, he did have a new G.I. Joe cartoon, and I think by Deke Animation, which I didn't like. There was also another G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe Retaliation, I think. And I mean, oh, there's a new G.I. Joe cartoon. I didn't like the animation. It completely changed the look of the majority of the characters, which I didn't like. Um, the D cartoon, which I just mentioned, they did have a 5-part episode, the kickoff of the reboot, the G.I. Joe cartoon franchise. And what happened was that within the first episode, they totally fucked. They totally screwed up. It was like the screw the storyline that was in the movie. What I mean by that is, of course, like I mentioned before, Cobra Commander was changed into a mindless snake feature, and he got his revenge from on Serpentor. And I mean because Serpentor survived the attack in the G.I. Joe movie. Then he somebody that was revealed in the movie there was no way to reverse the effect of these spores. And because Cobra Commander was trying to save Cobra Commander, and there's no way that it could reverse the effects of these spores, and all of a sudden they had somebody reverse the effect of the spores on Cobra Commander. The Cobra Commander went and attacked Serpentor, and he used one of the uh, man mutating spores on Serpentor and changed him into a snake. Changed him into a snake creature and killed him. Uh, that's how the first episode of the new series ended, with Cobra Commander getting his revenge from Serpentor. Um, but I thought the other two cartoon series that came out after the original one was lousy. I like the original one, kind of nostalgia, and I still find some of the episodes on YouTube, even though the way they put it, the thing you really couldn't see it was cropped so badly on the videos on YouTube. The episodes, there's something you can't see the faces. Um, you can't see the full scene because it's like cropped so badly. I don't know how in the hell they was able to get away with those videos on you of the original G.I. Joe cartoon on YouTube where you can't even see half the thing. You can see certain body parts. You can't see the faces of the characters, especially if it's in a close up. Like I'm talking here, you can't even see my face on how those things were edited. Uh, but as a G.I. Joe movie, it is an entertaining piece of nostalgia. I can't say that for the Transformers movie because I never saw it. I remember seeing some of the original Transformers cartoons back in the day, but I haven't seen the actual Transformers movie. But the G.I. Joe film, I like it. I still like it, even though despite the the plot points in the film, and of course like I mentioned earlier, the flubbing of the line by the character Jinx, or newer Babe on Jinx, newest G.I. Joe Babe. I might do a review on the G.I. Joe cartoon, but there was another guy from BX257, or Kevin, this guy's actual name. He did a review of all the episodes, so I'm not going to do that. Uh, because he did a good enough job on those things. Even though sometimes I might disagree with him on some of the episodes, but on his opinions. But the cartoon, I still like the original cartoon series. And I do like the movie despite the fact of the. I already mentioned a couple times already the flubs in this film and the story continuity. But I do like the fact that you do find out the real behind the cover, which I found was interesting. Interesting in itself. Um, but as a film, it is a piece of nostalgia, and kids today won't get it because you have to watch the original cartoon series to really get it. So I have a review of the 1987 G.I. Joe the movie. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel um, up above. Please forward this video onto your Facebook pages, and also you can check out my uh, my not only do you can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel, but you can also check out my some of my older videos on rowdyc.com. That's ROWDY, C.com, which is the Rowdy Reviewers website. And you can check out his content as well as TV trash videos and his PO Pizza Guy and the wrestling mark. You can check out all of his other videos plus other content on his website as well as my videos on his site. And you can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel. And please stop watching my Unfaithful review. Watch my other. Stop watching that video. Watch my other ones. Because my video Unfaithful review, uh, my movie review for the film Unfaithful is like over 900 views. And I have videos on YouTube which doesn't even have 5 views. This thing has over almost 940 views. I mean, come on, stop watching now and watch my other videos, okay? I'm getting tired of seeing my other videos getting like less than 5 videos, and this this movie gets over almost 940. And I won't get. I don't understand. I don't understand why some people on YouTube land will watch one particular video again and again and again, and not some of my earlier videos. I don't know why. I don't know why. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry for the little rant here at the end, but thanks for watching my videos. Catch you next time.